Call of Duty Warzone became an instant hit upon its release. It was the go-to battle royale game for many streamers, and highly acclaimed by most gamers who love the genre. In 2021, Activision, along with developers Infinity Ward and Raven Software, decided to take the huge project of creating a second version of Warzone, called Warzone Pacific. In this version of Warzone, players are transported back to World War II. The mechanics and the game style are basically the same, but the map, weapons, and vehicles have all changed. It's a free-to-play battle royale game that attempts to recapture the fun and glory of what made the original Call of Duty Warzone a smash hit. And honestly, those are some big shoes to fill. So the question becomes, did Activision, Infinity Ward, and Raven Software succeed in making lightning strike twice, or does this reimagined version of Warzone fall short, being nothing but a reskinned version of the same exact game? Let's find out together in today's Times 2 review. Looks like it's time for another Times 2 review. Hi guys, I am Extermicide and I'm here with my buddy Ark.
What up everybody?
And today we are doing Call of Duty Warzone, and to be more specific, we are doing Call of Duty Warzone Pacific. I said to be more Pacific. I don't know if you caught that. So, got to start off with the obvious question. Have you ever played Call of Duty Warzone?
I have never ever played Call of Duty Warzone, ever.
Neither one of the versions.
None of them. Never.
Okay.
I've always been a Battlefield person, so this will be the first time for me.
Okay, I have not played the Pacific version here, but I have played many freaking hours, and I do have a lot of YouTube videos of some nice wins playing regular Call of Duty, and I enjoyed it immensely. I sunk a lot of freaking time into it, so I'm hoping for good things here with this game. So right off the bat, guys, we usually check out on these free games if there's any pay to win, and we check out the cash shop, and there is really no cash shop in Call of Duty games, but they do sell their battle pass, which unlocks everything for that season for you, so you don't have to grind all the XP. Pay to win, it's more pay for convenience. So I mean, it's nothing I'm totally against. I wish it wasn't there, to be honest, but it is what it is. But Warzone started off as kind of a module, a spin-off, if you will, of the last Call of Duty game, and it just became so freaking popular that they decided to go ahead and, all right, let's reskin it and let's do a World War II version of it and call it Pacific, and that's where we are today. So this should be interesting considering you have never played. So just to let you know, we will start off in a freaking plane. I'll mark a place on the map. We will jump. There will be a little message on your screen to tell you how to freaking jump. You can cut the parachute to start diving down faster, and then re-engage your parachute to float a little bit longer. And if you keep doing that, it allows you to get further out in the map. Other than that, I know your potential. I know you'll figure it out. So.
If not, it'll just be a great body shield for you. So one way or other.
So let's see, how do we, because they have a seasonal thing going, and I got to figure out here how they're renaming everything here. So we got Vanguard, Royal. Well, there's only two of us, so I guess we're going in for the duos. Click that, and it looks like we are queued up. So let's see how fast we actually get into this freaking game.
Which means that you're going to be playing this by yourself, because I'm going to go and get killed by a guy with a frying pan or something like that. So I probably won't last very long, but we'll see how this goes.
We stay together, we should be fine. I'm not going to run off and leave you and everything, but as soon as we hit the ground, it's a matter of starting to go inside the houses, looking for chests. You can hear the chests, okay? They make a little humming sound. Find a freaking chest, open it up, start picking up whatever's inside it. Trying to find yourself a good weapon is what you're trying to do, first off. There's also shields that you can put inside your armor. Your character can hold 3 shields, so whenever you see that you're carrying less than 3 shields, hit whatever corresponding key gives you another shield and install it, especially after you just had a gunfight. Check your shields and replace the ones that got broke during that last fight. I didn't go through the old so Call of Duty Warzone Pacific is it was released at the end of 2020 going into 2021. Publisher Activision, and the developers were Infinity Ward and Raven Software. That's 2 dead.
I'm back in it.
Watch the sky.
3 dead.
Enough training. Now you fight a real enemy.
All right.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone. Heads up,
Let's
and drop inbound.
jump
Secure the cargo.
there.
this drop zone.
I was starting to panic for a second. I thought I couldn't find the dot anymore.
Look at all those people jumping out. All right, 3, 2, 1, jumping.
Hunt the enemy before they hunt you. Enemy dropping into the AO.
All right, trying to figure out where the hell you are. Okay, I'm right across the street from you. You got a guy who's right outside your freaking house.
Oh, he shot me.
Fire!
I just killed him and his buddy.
Gas is right on your tail.
There's some upstairs. There's some plates for you.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Go upstairs and get. I think there's an extra plate upstairs.
All secure in the safe zone.
There's an armor satchel right here.
Oh, okay. So now I got cluster strike.
You are you maxed out your plates and stuff?
Yes, I have 8
Okay. 8.
because I picked up that armor satchel. It allows you to hold more.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. So in the upper right hand corner, you see that there's let's see, 118 players still, 63 groups, and then the skull shows how many people you killed. I don't know with this particular version of the game how much that circle moves in each time, but we watch back towards the southwest, people are going to be pushed up this way. See, some guy marked himself as the crown. Ooh, we got people close to us. All right. He's in that direction somewhere. Really close.
What is with the 2 red airplanes flying by?
There's people in those.
Oh, okay.
All right, I don't see them, but I
Gas
saw
is closing
they're
in.
shooting.
Relocating the safe
We're
zone.
not too far from that. We're close to the outside ring.
Loadout drop headed your way.
That's about where those guys are right now. All right, come on.
You need to put a plate on, bud.
Enemy UAV active.
There's a guy right down there somewhere where that loadout drop is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a guy that's straight out northwest by there's 2 guys right by the big column or those big corn mills or whatever they are.
I don't remember how to ping, but yeah, I see 2 people down there by that water tower.
You've got gas moving in.
Double alt, jeez.
All right, come with me. We have to go straight at them in order to get into the circle.
Okay.
Move to the safe zone.
Jumping in this big house here. One door is open. Someone's been in here before. Upstairs clear. Going down to the White House. Oh, we're almost in the circle. Keep in mind too with this game, anytime you break a window and everything, everyone else can hear that shit too.
I know.
Technically, we are in the safe zone now. I don't want to be right on the edge and have to freaking scramble again, so we're gonna push in a little bit further.
Yep.
Whenever you hear those planes, like, yeah, get in bushes, get flat, get behind a tree, do something, try to hide from them.
You got gas inbound.
So is that,
Safe
is
zone
that actual
relocated.
people playing or actually
Yeah.
people in this plane?
Yeah,
How are
and some
they
of those,
flying?
Fire sale is
and some of those pilots are really freaking good, and they'll stay in the game the whole night, strafing people and killing them that way. Now the planes are new to this version of Warzone. They didn't have that in. They had helicopters in the other Warzone. All right, if we keep in this direction here, we're going. There's someone right there directly ahead of us.
Enemy UAV active.
Oh,
You're losing ground. Move it.
we're in a real bad place here.
We're all in the safe zone.
Yes, we could hop in the car.
That
But,
sounds like a diesel engine running off or something.
yeah, everybody can hear it.
Yeah. There's an extra plate in here if you need
Fire
it
sales done. Prices are back to
in the
normal.
bathroom.
Supply box marked. Secure the goods.
The hell's that sound?
Probably that boss.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay.
Close,
Holy
too.
shit.
He's straight northwest, northeast.
Gas is moving in on us.
Oh, right here.
Oh, I'm down. He took me down. Oh no, someone else took me down. Huh. You die too?
Yeah, I killed the boss, but they came and finished me off.
Fuck.
At least I killed the boss.
Yeah, I shot the boss a few times, but didn't realize the guy was right there behind me.
He was coming right at me, and I just opened up the whole clip on him.
It's pretty cool that they added some kind of Christmas event to the game, because I never I don't recall them ever doing that with the other version.
Lose, you're done. Prove you can still fight, soldier.
Shooting at me.
Headshot, mother.
Back out there.
Stay down.
Great, you get to watch me now. Or no, you're.
I'm out. I'm parachuting.
Your teammate has failed.
I did.
They're sent back to base.
All right. I was staying
Your team
floating
didn't
just in
die
case
for
you made
nothing.
it.
Finish this.
Christmas miracles happen.
We've got gas moving in.
All right.
Enemy UAV active.
I hear you.
ASR
Gave
that
away
time,
my
but we'll settle the
position
score.
and missed.
27.
All right. Well, I will say this. It won't be the prettiest freaking footage of us playing a game ever. Is what it is. I can still give it a freaking unbiased freaking opinion, though, and... All right, are you ready to score this?
Yes, I am.
All right, guys, so keep in mind, okay, we only played a few games, okay? We only played for a little bit. Just remember your first time playing Call of Duty, okay? And, you know, I'm sure it took you a few games before you started to get those mass kills. But that doesn't mean that we can't be open and honest about what we saw and judge it fairly. You know, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start off with graphics, and I'll start this off. The graphics are Call of Duty style graphics. I thought they're a little softer in this game than they were in Warzone, which, by the way, I did play many hours of a while back. It's been a long time since I played, and yeah, it is what it is. But the graphics are actually, for how big the world is and everything, the graphics were beautiful. I thought. I thought that everything was just like the houses looked real good, the plants looked real good, the vehicles looked real good, the people skins looked real good. I really have no freaking complaints about the graphics at all, except for the fact that, you know, maybe they were just a little kind of soft or whatever. I think that's probably to get it to run better on some people's systems and everything. But overall, they were solid, and they did their job perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and give graphics, I'm going to give it a 9.
So I think for me, I have high expectations when I play shooter games. Now, disclaimer, I'm horrible at them, but at least I try. And one thing that really pulls me to a shooter game is graphics and gameplay. And honestly, for me, like, it was good, but from my expectations, like, I'm used to like Tom Clancy Wildlands, I don't know, even Battlefield right now, but I'm just saying, but just the graphics for me have to be sharp, crisp, beautiful, aesthetic, artistic, and this was just, for me, it was just a very blah. And I know that they're trying to cater to a lot of people and pull everybody in from different systems, and I get that. So honestly, for me, I'm not really impressed with the graphics. It was okay, it wasn't great, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right, well, that's fair. If that's how you feel about it, that's how you feel about it. So next is sound and music. I'll go ahead and let you take this first.
I think for the sound and music, I actually really did enjoy it. The graphics, or I'm sorry, the sounds were, for me, I could pick them up like where they're at, and I really love the idea that the chests themselves actually do hum and make a sound. So because I may not be able to see them, but at least I can, from my ears, are probably better than my eyes right now, and I can hear where things are at, and that really helped me find things a lot easier. So the graphics, but the sound effects was realistic. I like that. So for me, I thought the sound was really good. So I'm gonna give that a straight 10.
All right. For me, sound and music. There's an old, long time argument with the Call of Duty community about the positional audio in Warzone, that a lot of people complain that they freaking die because they don't hear the footsteps. I'm gonna be honest, I have never freaking experienced that, and I think people just, especially some streamers, use that as an excuse when they freaking die. It's like, oh my god, they need to fix the audio in this game, and it's like, there was nothing wrong with the audio, man. If you freaking just stop freaking your yapping and freaking listen, you'd freaking hear the guy. So I noticed that the positional audio in the game, I heard every single guy that was creeping up on us. I knew when they were outside and everything. Now, I may not have gotten into position or got the jump on them as quick as I would have liked, but like I said, I'm out of freaking practice. The one complaint I did have with this particular title, which I did not have with the other Warzone, was the airplanes. Those freaking airplanes, I think, were much freaking louder than they needed to be. That's just... it's just, I think it was a little too much on the airplane sound. So I'm actually going to go an 8 with sound and music. That's really my only freaking complaint with the sound, and there really wasn't much in the aspects of freaking music in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a solid 8. Next, that brings us to UI and menus. Why don't you go ahead and take this?
Yeah, I didn't really have a problem trying to find doing things. Like, it took me the tutorial to figure out a few things, but I would say, we by the end of our session of playing it, I kind of actually felt pretty comfortable knowing I had got to hit a button to do this and that, and I didn't really have any issues with it. So I have nothing against it, so I'm gonna give it a 10.
And for me, yeah, I have to freaking agree with you now. Again, I played Call of Duty Warzone in the past. It's been so damn long that I forgot the freaking keys. I forgot how to throw a grenade. I forgot how to pick up something. Yes, I know that was taught to you in the tutorial, and I will admit it, I skipped the freaking tutorial because I played Warzone before, so I just thought it would come second nature, and at my age and shit, stuff is just kind of leaking out, and stuff I don't want to leaked out. I had more problem with the actual Blizzard UI, which doesn't have anything to do with the game. Me and Ark tried to add each other as a friend. This is actually the first Blizzard game that we ever played together, and we had a little difficulties there getting ourselves added as friends. So that was a little troublesome, but that has nothing to do with the game. Once we were in the game, I think everything for the Call of Duty menus were just laid out freaking perfectly. Everything is easy to find. Setting your resolution, setting your sound, your volume, and everything else, everything was set good. So I am also going to go ahead and I am going to give UI and menus a 10. Next, we have gameplay and combat. Well, this game is all about freaking combat. I have no freaking complaints. It is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. And the guns felt good. Any poor playmanship, and I'll keep throwing this disclaimer out there and everything, was because I haven't played in a while. But I also know that this is a game that the more you play it, the better you get at it. And these people who are tracking these people down real quick and they're freaking, hitting every freaking shot, they've either they've been playing for a long freaking time and they've gotten good. B, a lot of them could be on consoles, and the console players have aim assists, which I don't really like that part. With console players, I am not a fan of. I really wish they would freaking take that out or lessen it a bit, because they definitely have an unfair advantage against a PC player. There's no denying that. Otherwise, everything in the game, it showed you down there, how to put your armor on, how to switch weapons. It gave you the little letter telling you what corresponds and how to do each of the things and everything. So the gameplay was really freaking good, and the combat felt really freaking solid and smooth and everything. So I just don't like the aim assist for console freaking players being in there, and I really wish Activision would kind of change that a little bit. But otherwise, to be fair, it was all good in Golden, so I'm going to give them an 8 on gameplay and combat.
I think for gameplay and combat was pretty streamlined for me. It didn't take me long to figure out how to play, and I think that it was enjoyable. And I like the fact that you have the options of actually upgrading your guns along the fly, finding something better if you can by taking someone else out. I like the idea of just getting something and just going versus say like PUBG or even maybe like Tarkov, where you have to kind of build your gun to become better and stuff like that and everything. And I understand the difficulties and why they do that, but this is a game that I could see myself, I could play where it's just a lot of good fun, and I don't really have to stress out about putting things together. I could just grab and go and do it, and it's fairly fast paced. Matches are pretty quick. It's something that you could do where if you got 10-15 minutes to kill, you could come in, you could take care of that. It's not something that just feel like it's like a long drawn out type thing. So I really enjoy that. I really do. I actually enjoyed the game despite me not really not being an FPS shooter type.
Here's something you're probably not thinking about right now that you probably want to put into consideration for your thoughts on this was the Gulag.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. Just being able to kind of redeem yourself, even though I failed 3 out of 4 times. So I thought that was a neat little twist to kind of get you back into the game and everything too. So I really enjoyed it. I think that was a great part. So again, I'm gonna give it a 10 on that one. That was much appreciated.
All right, and that brings us to Cash Shop Pay to Win. And we stated at the very beginning that the Call of Duty franchise, they really don't have a cash shop per se. They basically sell a battle pass, which will unlock that season's line of weapons and skins and characters, and a normal person who decides to not buy the battle pass will have to sit there and grind it out through XP, and that's a long drawn out process of playing a lot of levels over and over and over again to unlock it. If you're going to only unlock things in Warzone, it'll even take longer. So at least if you actually have the Call of Duty game that this particular Warzone is attached to for this season, you can play team deathmatch, you can play capture the flag, you can play the free-for-all modes, and you can choose whatever weapon you want to have from the very beginning of your loadout and level up that particular weapon. But when you zone into Warzone, you're kind of at the mercy of what's inside those chests, and that whatever weapon you have, when you do a kill, you'll be leveling up that weapon a little bit, and you'll be playing massively a lot of freaking games to get the weapon to its top level, to its top tier. So Cash Shop, Pay to Win, there is no pay to win. And the Cash Shop, I'm not a fan of the Battle Pass, but it's a free game, and I kind of understand the need to have something there. So I'm gonna give accolades to Activision regardless, and actually give them a 10. I mean, I've seen a hell of a lot worse as far as cash shops go, so I think I'm being pretty generous here. But normally my inside I want to freaking give them a 9, but there is no pay to win, and to me that means more than anything else.
So I'm thinking about, I think it's League of Maidens when we were doing that review, and wasn't it like the entire, like you couldn't see past the front menu? You had so many things that you could buy to upgrade, and I can't remember if that was the game or not.
It was like being in Las Vegas. They just kept freaking popping things and ding 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 ding.
Yeah, it was just like, it was crazy. Like you couldn't get away from having to buy something, and so but to see this is I'm definitely going to give it a 10. only just because for what he explained, that this is pretty much the normal way that the typical norm of how to play the game nowadays is being held, to how to, you know, to advance in weapons and levels and speed things up. It's not a pay to win, it's more like a pay for convenience and a pay for pleasure, meaning that you could upgrade that weapon faster, that's for that particular game, that gun that you really enjoy playing, so you could enjoy that more. So again, I have nothing against that. I don't have anything negative to say, so I think I'll give that a 10 as well.
So one thing that we forgot to do and take into consideration is what kind of scoring system we're on, and we're supposed to be judging this on a score of 0 through 20. Instead, we did 0 through 10. So we're just going to take our final scores and we are going to multiply them by 2 and get our totals. So adding my totals together, I had 45. Multiplying that by 2 gives me a score of 90.
47 times 2, I got 94.
And adding those totals together gives us a score of 184. And since there was 2 of us playing, we divide that by 2 and get a final total of 92. Which gives us a final letter grade of with a grade of A. This game exceeds most expectations and is definitely worth checking out. Even if you don't stay with the game long term, this is definitely one to try at least once, just so you can say that you tried it. Regardless, it's definitely worth your time and hard drive space. Anyways, that's it for our ×2 review for this game. We hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, and we will catch you again on the next ×2 review.